I'm buying a dropshipping store making $11,000 a month selling sex chocolate, and I documented the whole thing. So this business is probably worth $20,000 to $40,000, but I actually found a way to buy it for much less than that. And by the end of the year, I'm almost guaranteed to take this into a multi-6 or 7-figure brand. I could have done this with literally no experience at all by just knowing what dropshipping is. So the store is actually called Heaven Chocolate, and it's pretty similar to a brand called Tabs, which sold for multi-7 figures, selling the exact same product in the US. Now what this magic chocolate actually does is improve your game in bed to make sure girls keep on coming back again and again, just like a subscription. You see, if we just take a quick look at the store now, there are a few things that we can improve on, but the general idea of the product is pretty solid, but there's one major flaw. You see, the store is selling their product as a one-time purchase, meaning the customers aren't coming back again and again, when the product itself actually works really well. If we head over to Shopify and just take a look at the numbers, we can see the store has done almost £34,000 in the last 5 months, which is roughly $50,000 or so, and none of this is recurring right now. But customers are coming back again and again and buying the product. So if we're able to turn this $11,000 a month product into a subscription, we're going to be able to build on that month and month again. And subscription stores ultimately sell for much higher on exit. If we just have a quick look through the analytics on the store, you can see right now it's a 2% conversion rate, which is around average for a product like this. Remember, people aren't buying this as a real problem solving product, and it's more to see if it's going to work or not. This will come as one of our major changes to the brand later on, which I will explain. Average order value is pretty high as well at £41, around $52 or so. So the store is moving in really good directions. I actually found this business owner through my free school community, which I've linked at the top of the description. You can go ahead and find more business owners like this and potentially acquire their brands as well. And me and the owner quickly put together this deck just to show a few different opportunities for the business itself. One major thing that's costing the business a lot at the moment is $12 on boxes. Now personally, I know straight away we can get that down by at least half, meaning that we can get to profit straight away from month 1. But you might be asking, so the store isn't making any money at all right now? Well, there's actually a much bigger problem than that. You see, when buying a young business, there's lots of different risks in the whole acquisition process, and sometimes the business is not as healthy as it may seem. You see, right now, every single month, the brand is losing over $1,000 a month just by selling their own products. So why are they still running? So businesses that are losing money and try to sell always have a better deal on the table. And if you're able to see where you can take profit straight away, like we can with the boxing and other parts of the packaging, we know as soon as we turn the keys as the new owners, we're going to be able to take net from every single month. At this current rate, we'll be making around $1,000 to $2,000 a month, but we're going to take it much higher. Last night I presented an offer, but unfortunately the owner actually rejected the offer, which was $12,000 as an overall buyout, $3,000 as a down payment as a security deposit for the business itself, and then the rest would be paid out through a thing called seller financing, when we would be taking the net profits from the business to go ahead and pay for the business itself. Technically, it works like an agency, except instead of getting a retainer every single month and that being it, you're actually gaining more stake in the business as you continue to work for it further. That would actually be a 60-40 split in the owner's favor. But actually, a little bit of lucky news, we hopped on another call and this is how it went. Something simple like a unit bonus of 1 or 2K. What about we arrange a call for Friday? I'll just send you like the written note, like what we've said on the call there. But if everything is good, catch up on Friday, talk over. All right, I'll book that in. I'll send you an invite as well. See ya, bye. Seems like we're going to close that. So just as a summary, that's $18,000 in a total asking price, $3,000 being down, and the rest using the seller financing method at a 60-40 split, and the inventory being bought out 10% above cost of goods value. That means that we don't have to put any money down on inventory side, and just paying $3,000 for a business that could be worth 7 figures by the end of the year. So how are we actually going to get to that amount with this business? Well, straight away, there's one thing that we want to do to the site is start using trial and subscription boxes. Now, many people are buying this product not to have chocolate every single night, but to go ahead and see if the product actually works. We're going to sell out 1 square where all they have to do is pay for the shipping of that square, and from there they'll be subscribed after a week on a monthly plan. Now I estimate after you have a bit of MRR with the girls coming back every single month, they're going to want to keep on paying for this, and that's where the real value of the business is, because this is going to compound over time and give us more and more cash flow without spending any more on ads. As well as that, most of the customers right now are men, so we need to change this site to be a little bit more direct about the product, because the first time I jumped on the site, I just thought they were selling plain old chocolate, and I didn't understand what the twist was in the site. You want to make sure the product page is as high converting as possible, explains about the key features, and don't shy away from the actual term and what the product actually is doing. I estimate those costs to be anywhere from $250 to $500. From there, we're going to do some more creators on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and make sure we can start using paid ads, referrals, and other affiliate marketing channels to go ahead and boost more sales without spending any more money on ads. From here, all that needs to be done now is using an LOI, which is just just a letter of intent, just clearly outlines how the business buying is going to go ahead. It's non-legally binding, so there's no agreement on either side, but we'll get that signed sometime today. Now, in the following days, I'm going to go ahead and produce an SPA, or a seller purchase agreement. That's just an expanded LOI and explains the legally binding documents that we need to go ahead and do to buy the business. Now, once it's all done, I'll pay into an escrow account, and once everything is all sealed and signed, the funds will be released to the buyer and I'll receive a new e-commerce store. The whole aim of this is to grow the brand to 6 or 7 figures in subscriptions by the end of the year. I'll see how it goes, and if you do want an updated video to see how the brand is actually moving along, let me know in the comments. Now, if you want to know how to do this process yourself, you can join my free school community, which I left at the top of the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.